In this video, I'll explain to you how to set up your Lumix G7 straight out of the box so you can start live streaming and recording. What's up guys, my name is Sam from Live Production Tips and Tools and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be explaining or showing you how you can set up your Lumix G7 if you just bought it and you want to know how to get started, just doing the initial setup. What kind of accessories do you need to, kind of get going for your live streaming and recordings? So without taking much time, let's get right into it. All right, so this is what we get straight out of the box. I hope you watched my unboxing video. We got our two lenses. We got the body and the lens hoods and the charger, okay, which comes with a USB cable like this. You could actually charge your batteries on a power bank, let's say, or anything that can accept USB charging, which is a good thing. Also, we got, before we get to the camera, this little USB cable is for you to kind of transfer files, or if you need to access the camera through USB. So I believe this is if you need to transfer some files, if I'm not mistaken, from the camera to the computer. I usually don't use this method anymore. I used to do it back in the day, but I usually take the SD card out and just connect to my computer. I think it's for me it's easier, so it would depend on you. So yeah, so apart from this cable, you got your lens hoods. The first hood just connect like this. The best way to connect it is actually try to look for this white dot, and there's another white dot on the lens. So here we go. You just find the white dot and you twist and it clicks and we are good to go. Okay, same thing on the other lens. Let's go ahead and do it. So let's remove the cap, look for the white dot, there it is, and all you have to do, make sure they match, and boom, that's it. If we talk a little bit about the camera, you got your flip out screen. All right, so it flips out. Okay, you can flip it the way you want. If you're taking some shots where the camera is kind of on the top above you, you can flip it this way, so you can see what you're shooting. If you're shooting from the top and you kind of have the camera under you, you can flip it this way. If you are a vlogger, you can flip it this way, so the camera LCD faces you. So this is a great feature for this camera. And we got all the dials from all the dials on the top here. You got M, which is movie, which is basically this is what you're gonna be using most of the time. But you got, other options like, aperture priority, ASM or manual, C, all this stuff for pictures and all that kind of stuff. So you just, when you receive this camera, just try it out just to make sure it works. But for now, we keep it at M or movie, okay? And we got some other options here for taking pictures, like 4K, single picture or multiple pictures, You got your timer. So like a lot of features here, but you know, I always keep it here. I don't really use this camera for pictures. And you got your autofocus and manual focus options here. I always leave it on manual focus. If you need autofocus, you can go ahead and actually use it. So yeah, so you got all the function buttons here. You got your flash release button, which is here. If you want to release it, this is the built-in flash. There you go. So you just have to kind of hit the button here. The camera doesn't have to be on. You got your mic jack here. This is where you can plug your microphone if you want to record interviews or you want to record audio through this camera. You can use this mic jack. You got your menu buttons here, menu set, ISO, white balance, and other buttons here that you may need sometimes. Your delete button, your display button, your play button. And in the back on the other side, you got your HDMI out, which we'll talk about eventually. And you got your remote out if you want to control this camera using a remote. It doesn't come with the remote, but yeah, here you go. And you got your record button and another record button or for like taking pictures. You can use this one or this one to record videos. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got your sensor here. So you open like this. Again, don't leave your sensor open just for fun. So keep it closed. If there's no lens attached to it, always protect it because you don't want some dust going inside. Okay, so let's open our screen. Most of the time I use the screen this way, but again, it depends on what you are recording. And let's go ahead and actually take a look at the back here. This is where you attach your tripod if you want to attach the camera to the tripod. And let's go ahead and open. I have the battery inside already, so I forgot to tell you that this camera comes with a battery as well. So it's a Lumix BLC 12PP. Okay, that's the name of the battery. Okay, so this is where the battery goes, and you got your SD card slot here as well, so they kind of share. And I believe that's it. If you want to charge your battery, all you have to do is to just put it in here like this and plug this to power and you're good to go. So it is that simple. Okay, so now we have seen almost everything. We are going to put the battery inside and talk a little bit about the initial setup. So so this is how you connect your battery. Usually you would look for the those metal connectors inside the camera. Just want to show you a little bit, and look at the battery as well, has the same thing. So just make sure they match. Okay, so there you go. Make sure you hear a click. Okay, so the camera does not come with an SD card. Okay, so you're gonna need to buy an SD card. This is an SD card that I usually use. If you can see, okay, just show it to you. So it's Extreme Pro SanDisk 128 gigs. And the reason why I use it is first of all, it's a fast SD card and it's been working for me for years. And it's very cheap. actually. Okay, so yeah, so here we go. We're going to insert the SD card as well, just to make sure you put it the right way, like this. So basically the connectors have to face the LCD. There you go. Once you're done, you close it. Okay, so before we turn it on, actually let's attach one of the lenses. We're gonna try the wide angle lens. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the sensor. And the way to connect it is always look for the dots. So we got a red dot here, and on the sensor we got the same thing, if you can see. And all you have to do is go ahead and make sure they kind of, you know, match, as you can see. Let me just show it to you. So you can see the red dot on the camera, okay, and on the sensor. So you have to do is make sure they match and twist until it clicks. Once it clicked, then you're good. Okay, what you have to do now, we're going to turn on the camera. The first thing you do when you turn on your camera is to set up the language. So you have to choose the language. Obviously, if you speak English, go ahead and choose English. If you speak another language, go ahead. And the second thing, you need to set up the clock. Okay, so the date and the clock, make sure it's, you know, all up to date. And the third thing, you need to choose pick your region, you know, depending if you're in North America, Toronto, or in New York, you know, wherever you are, just pick your region. Once you're done, you should see something like this. Okay, so this is your menu kind of thing. Okay, and since I have done a video about all the settings that you need for live streaming and recordings, especially for church environment, I'm gonna put a link down below for you guys so you can watch that video for all the settings that you need. As you can see, I have the record limit. If you can see the screen, as you can see, I have put the camera into 4K mode, and the record limit is 29 and 59 seconds. Yes, the camera has a record limit of roughly 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, you kind of have to, you know, hit record manually. Okay, so that's something that you need to be aware of. Okay, so yeah. So make sure you go to menu, just a little quick through the settings. The first video camera menu thing, okay? Choose your record format, keep it at MP4, okay? And your photo style. So personally, I always use natural if I'm recording. If I'm live streaming, I use standard, okay? So like all the settings, again, I encourage you to watch my videos on the settings on how you can do, you know, customize the standard profile and all that, okay? And this is where you can also choose if you want to record in 4K. Your exposure mode, make sure it's on M, okay? Very important, because if it's not on M, you're not gonna be able to control your aperture and all that kind of stuff. And the next thing maybe I will talk about would be how to get your clean HDMI. So go to your third menu, okay, and go to page number 3 and go to TV connection. Okay, page number 3, go to TV connection and go to HDMI info display. Click here. Usually it's on, okay? So if it's on, that's not what you want. If you're using this camera for live streaming, you want it to be off. Okay, so usually it's like this, you want it to be off. Okay, so once it's off, whenever you connect your HDMI cable, you should be able to see a clean feed coming from this camera. If you go out to buy an HDMI cable, remember that this camera uses a micro HDMI cable, so it's not a full size HDMI like this. Okay, there you go, not bad. Yeah, so this is a full size HDMI and this is micro HDMI. Yeah, anyways, so what you need to do is you can either buy a small adapter for micro HDMI to full size HDMI that you would connect here. Okay, something like this. Oh, sorry. So you would connect it here and you would connect your full size HDMI here. But also I've seen, depending on the distance that you want to cover, you can buy an actual HDMI cable. The one end like this, the one end is micro HDMI and the other end is full size HDMI. So that would be one of that would be another option for you guys. So the choice is yours, depending on what you want to do. If you think, my honest opinion on that, this is more solid. If you, let's say you're running, short distances, like 3, 6, 10 feet, I would say go for something that's micro to full size. But if you're running something like 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, I would say, you never know, you may need that cable for something else. So maybe go ahead and buy a full size HDMI 2 ends and have a small adapter coming from this camera to kind of adapt it. The last thing you need would be this power adapter that will allow you to connect your camera to power. Okay, so basically this is what you get in the box. So you get this is your power cable, this is your dummy battery, and you also get the actual power adapter. Basically what you need to do, you connect your power cable here. Okay, it's very simple. Once the adapter is connected, this end goes to the power, to your power outlet, and this end connects with the dummy battery. Okay, so you will need to connect your dummy battery here. Okay, and all you have to do, turn off your G7. Okay, take out the battery. Okay, it's not gonna work together. And same concept applies here. So you will need to follow the concept of the metal connectors. Make sure it clicks. And the best feature that I love about the G7 is to actually be able to, if you can see, be able to have your the cord out through this little door that they left for you, and you lock. And so here you go. So now you have your battery connected to power. Okay, just a little quick so you know I'm not lying to you. I'm going to connect it actually to power for you guys to see. So now the dummy battery or the power adapter is connected to power. Let's go ahead and turn on our camera, and as you can see, the camera is on. I just didn't put the memory card, but yeah, so as you can see, the camera turns on and there's no battery icon on the screen. which means it's being powered by this dummy battery slash power adapter. So guys, this is it. So I'll encourage you again to watch my other videos that I did about the Lumix G7. If you found value in this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next one. Take care.